you can seem like your pet is the upper hand in a relationship. You may be the owner, but your dog's pretty good at ignoring all your commands. Never fear. Barkbusters David Wiley is here to help you protect your pet, perfect your pet, and establish you are the one in charge. It's our Perfect Your Pet segment, and let's get right to this. You have a quiz to tell people if their dog's really taking charge of you are, right?
Yeah, it's a great way to self-diagnose, Kent. And what we're going to do today is talk about 5 of the questions. There are actually 20 of them in total, but we're going to do kind of a mini version of it today.
All right, let's go. Here's question number 1. Your dog. How frequently, when the doorbell rings, does your dog bark or go to the door? Melanie, you got a problem with this? What happens?
Often. It's the mail truck, it's the garbage truck, it's every day. Same truck.
So that would be 10 on this score. 10 on this score. What does that mean?
Basically, your dog thinks he or she?
I have 3.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
They think they're in charge and that it's their responsibility to make sure that they warn you and call the rest of the pack to the door when there's an intruder out there. So
yes.
we essentially work to take that job away from them.
All right, that's number 2. How frequently does the dog demand attention? Julie, does your dog demand a lot of attention?
Oh, every time you sit down and when you get on her level, she's jumping on you, including if you go to the bathroom, you should shut the door.
That could be a problem.
It's a
that
problem.
Could be a problem.
They both follow me all over, yeah.
So again, a big quiz score.
It may seem like a minor thing, but basically if your dog can get attention by just coming over and putting his head on your lap or dropping a toy at your feet, he's starting to figure out that he can get you to do whatever he wants. So again, it puts him in charge.
Ignore them?
Those sorts of things, absolutely.
Like your dog also jumps, right? Which is the third thing, jumps in. So it jumps up on you too?
Oh, jumps up on everyone.
And the jumping we're not going to ignore. We're going to correct that sort of behavior. So it's ignoring the passive sorts of things they do to get our attention, but actually correcting the more dominant behaviors like jumping or barking at you.
Okay, number 4 is, does your dog frequently run ahead on the stairs or anything else? And Audrey, your dog does that?
Yes, running up, walking up or downstairs.
Gotta lead you.
It wants to get ahead and be ahead of us.
Now, why is that bad? So that would be high.
Well, it's bad because it's pretty easy for dogs to get underfoot as they're trying to race by you, and particularly for somebody who is older, or if they're a small child, it's pretty easy to knock them down the stairs.
And the last one, number 5, is, does your dog frequently mouth or nip people? Julie, your dog again? What is with your dog?
It's my other dog.
Oh, you got another dog.
One.
You know, it's probably learned bad behaviors from the other dog.
Well, I don't know. But she likes to chase particularly little old people and nip at their ankles.
Little old people.
Yeah.
Super.
It seems like maybe that she's going for the more vulnerable type. I'm not sure.
So they're not hurting them, just mouthing them and nipping at them?
Well, and she's protecting. You know, she's protecting me, I think.
Is that what the dog is doing or not? David's just shaking his head.
The nipping can be a lot of different things. Oftentimes it's a dog who's fearful, and if they nip from behind, that's absolutely fear because they're too afraid to approach from the front.
So if you get a score on all of these, what's a bad score? Because if 1 is never and 10 is a lot, and we've got 5 here.
If you've scored over 8, you need some training. If you've scored over about 14, you desperately need some training because the dog's trying to take control.
Wow. I want to go. Natasha's out actually with Candy, and they're going to demonstrate some exercises to help you establish some control. You guys out there?
Oh, yeah. We've got Barkbusters Candy Burt out here along with Seamus, the lovely golden retriever mix who's adoptable through the Canine Club. He just wants to say hi to you. And they're both here to demonstrate a great little leash tip. It's basically the Perfect Your Pet tip of the week. Show us what you got.
Okay, since we're talking about leadership, out in the wild, the lead dog always leads. So what we're going to do is I'm going to walk around with him behind me. Okay. And if he gets in front of me, I'm going to turn around and go the other way. So I'm in the lead.
Show us how that's done.
Come on,
All right, Seamus. Time to show off.
Here we go. Okay. And we just go back. So every time he gets in front, I turn around. And then I'm in front.
Does this teach the dog to stay behind you, or do you eventually want them aside next to you?
What it teaches them is that they have to respect me as the leader. They stay behind me, and that way they don't pull on the leash either.
Okay. Now, you have some dogs that, Seamus, you're a sweetie, you wouldn't do this, but there are some dogs that will go and run and wrap themselves around your feet almost. How do you avoid that, the little quick ones?
Oh, the little quick ones when you're walking? Well, pretty much you'd have to choke up on the leash just a little bit, and that way they don't have the space to run right around you, and keep them behind.
Okay.
That way they don't come in front.
Okay, well, can I try that real quick? Let me see.
Just
Now,
hold it behind
hold it behind.
and
okay.
walk. If he gets in front, you turn around.
Okay, doesn't matter which way you turn?
Nope, just turn around.
All right, well, Ken,
There you
there's your
go.
Perfect Your Pet tip of the week. Come on, Seamus.
In fact, let's add another bonus Perfect Your Pet tip. You guys, how do you show dominance with a passive situation? How would you do that? Can you demonstrate here?
Well, I've actually been showing dominance the entire time we've been sitting here.
Because the dog has not moved.
Right, and I've ignored her completely, and what she's decided is that she's not going to get my attention. Now, most of the time, we're inclined to give them lots of attention. So sit here and pet and get, oh, Stella, what a good girl.
Stella's loving life.
How are you? Now, so I've given her some attention.
Right.
Now she's going to come over and she's going to probably, well, she's not going to focus on you. Oh, she's going to come over there.
She likes me, yeah.
Even the head on the lap or dropping a toy at your feet, she's saying, play with me, give me a pet. And so you don't have to ignore it all the time, just until they focus on something else, and then you can initiate the play.
One quick question before we leave. Is it bad to treat your dog like a human? My mom treats her dog like a little human.
Well, you know what? There are a lot of different types of dispositions of dogs. The thing is, they think differently than we do, and so what we attribute as human behaviors and emotions generally get the wrong result with dogs. So you got to treat them firmly and make sure they know that somebody's in control so they feel safe.
Always great, David, to have Barkbusters here with us. It's Perfect Your Pet. Any questions? Go to our website, nwa@comotv.com. We'll be right back.